away how those who knew him are remembering him. Plus, 12 News reporter Derek Jones, he's live outside of City Hall this morning with the latest on the search for the next city manager. Chris Boone, he's been named the lone finalist. Derek has a full report coming up. And it's day 6 of the Artemis II lunar mission. What's coming up next on this record-breaking journey? 12 News Daybreak starts now. Good morning, Southeast Texas. Thanks for waking up with us here on Daybreak on 12 News Plus. I'm Mark Armstrong. Tia has the morning off. It's now 7 o'clock. Let's go ahead and get a first look at your weather with meteorologist Jeff Gerber as we take a quick live look outside from our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network. The sky brightening up out there. Jeff, what can we expect today?
Yeah, still have a little bit of cloud cover, but we'll see that break up as we head towards this afternoon. And it's chilly this morning. Lower 50s. You'll need a lightweight jacket as you walk out the door. 52 right now in Beaumont, as well as Kirbyville and Woodville. Jasper's at 52 as well. Then 53 in Silsbee, as well as Orange, and then 55 in Port Arthur. So yeah, it's a bit cool outside. And as we showed you, we do have a little bit of cloud cover all across the area, but that should start to break up here a little bit as we look down towards Port Arthur. This camera brought to you by Mid-County Construction. And no rain out there for this morning, not expecting any for today. Like I said, we turn over to partly cloudy skies by later on this morning and get up into the 70s today with northeasterly winds at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. So really pretty nice day, a little excuse me, a little bit warmer than yesterday. And we'll continue to warm up as we head towards the week into the weekend. We'll have your 7-day forecast in just a bit.
All right, now to the war with Iran. President Trump issuing a new threat on Easter Sunday. He's saying he's basically going to blow up all the major infrastructure across the country if they don't reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The closure, it has led to surging oil and gas prices, and it comes after that daring rescue that we saw over the weekend. ABC's Olivia Rubin has more.
Today, President Trump's deadline rapidly approaching, warning Iran to make a deal or face crushing attacks on its infrastructure.
If there is no deal, we are going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants very hard.
The president issuing a profanity-laden social media post warning Iran will be living in hell if they do not reopen the Strait of Hormuz by tomorrow night, writing, Tuesday will be power plant day and bridge day, all wrapped up in one. Democrats slamming the president's rhetoric.
This is all embarrassing and juvenile, and it's people trying to act like they're puffed up and tough when what we really see from the administration in this war is the absence of a plan, the absence of a clear rationale, no effort to get allies on board, and thus deep unpopularity of this war with the American public.
If it's civilian infrastructure, which of course could affect things like water treatment plants, hospitals, then many would argue that that's not a valid military target and against international law.
Iran has choked off the critical waterway used to transport nearly 20% of the world's oil supply. The average gallon in the U.S. passing $4, diesel surging beyond $5. Some companies hiking airfare and slapping on shipping charges as a result. Iran vowing to retaliate if Trump takes that step, a spokesperson saying, "We would react in kind." It comes after the U.S. carried out a daring rescue mission, successfully finding the second crew member of an F-15E fighter jet downed over Iran. The crew member trapped in the Iranian mountains for nearly 2 days. Trump in a post on social media saying the colonel sustained injuries but will, quote, be just fine.
And President Trump now not ruling out putting boots on the ground in Iran. He's also set to hold a press conference today on that dramatic rescue. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, Washington.
Well, back here at home, Newton County ESD1, along with multiple agencies, they spent Sunday afternoon putting out flames at a historical home in Deweyville. This all happened at the 2500 block of County Road 4191. Fire Chief Mark Bacall telling our 12 News crews on the scene that the family living there was able to escape unharmed. Unfortunately, their pet is missing and believed to have died in that fire. Now, he says the home's a total loss. It was previously owned by Stark Foundation and moved to Deweyville from Orange. This morning, 2 people recovering after a 4-wheeler crash in Saratoga. The volunteer fire department there saying that it happened Sunday afternoon. Both, they were flown to the hospital by medical helicopter. Multiple agencies helped respond, including the Hardin County Sheriff's Office and DPS. Bond amounts, they've been set for two 18-year-olds arrested in a Beaumont aggravated robbery case from Thursday. According to Jefferson County jail records, Christopher Burkert is facing a charge of aggravated robbery with a bond set at $500,000, while Jalen Bertrand is also facing aggravated robbery in addition to evading arrest. He has a total bond amount at $600,000. BPD telling us that this all happened in the 2300 block of Hayes Lane. A probable cause affidavit that 12 News obtained from Judge Mark DeRuin says that officers, they were called to the scene for deadly conduct. Burkett stole a gun from another 18-year-old. Now, when the victim tried to get it back, Burkett pushed him and shot the gun near the victim's feet. He wasn't hurt. Burkett did run away, but was later found and arrested nearby. BPD says that further investigation revealed that Bertrand was also a suspect in this case, but he had taken off before officers arrived on scene. Now, he was arrested Saturday after police said that he barricaded himself inside of a home in the 3100 block of East X Freeway. The officers say that they found 3 additional guns which had been stolen. This morning, the community of Southeast Texas continues to mourn the loss of beloved business owner Carlos Zuniga Castillo. Now, he was the owner of Tacos La Bamba on Calder Avenue on Beaumont. The restaurant took to Facebook to share the news Sunday. 12 News was told by Roberto Castillo, the owner of Spanish-language newspaper La Voz de Beaumont, Texas, that he had passed away on Thursday. Now, Roberto said that, quote, last Thursday, April 2nd, 2026, a call that many of us were left silent for a moment when we learned the passing to a better life of a great friend, family, father, and businessman who always present in the community activities supporting his people. Now, he says that the two were friends and they worked closely together in the community. Castillo says that he came from California in the 1990s to visit his father who had moved here to Southeast Texas, and while he was here, he opened up a video rental store across from where Tacos La Bamba is now. And he says the restaurant had opened up in the late 90s. Roberto describing him as a nice person who ran a football league and played a big role in the Lamar University Hispanic Society. A leadership change is underway in Beaumont right now after the city manager Kenneth Williams announced his retirement all the way back in February. Now the Beaumont City Council has named a lone finalist to take his spot. Our 12 News reporter Derek Jones, he's live in front of City Hall this morning with all the details. Good morning, Derek.
Good morning, Mark. I'm here in front of City Hall where city leaders will be joining together to make the final vote to give Chris Boone the position of city manager. This comes after outgoing city manager Kenneth Williams announced his retirement back in February, and at that time, Mayor Roy West took to Facebook praising Kenneth's achievements.
I've really enjoyed working with him. He's a man of character and integrity. He's done great things here in Beaumont, and I appreciate his service here and his decades of service to municipalities across Texas.
This comes after Kenneth Williams, who had served as city manager since 2022, says he'll step down April 30th to spend more time with family. Following that announcement, city leaders launched a search, reviewing more than a dozen applications and holding closed-door interviews. That process has now led to Chris Boone being named the lone finalist. Boone currently serves as assistant city manager and has been with the city since 2006. He oversees key departments including economic development and public health, and previously served as interim city manager. Council is expected to meet tomorrow to vote on that, which is April 7th, and if he is approved, he'll be starting work on May 1st. Live in Beaumont, Derek Jones, 12 News.
Well, it's the day that NASA's 4-person moon mission crew has been waiting for as they fly around the moon. They're going to be the only humans able to witness a total solar eclipse, and they're also going to set a new space distance record as well. Here's ABC's Hannah Battah.
The Artemis 2 crew is just hours away from the moon, a mission more than 50 years in the making.
It's a magnificent accomplishment to be up here, to see the moon, to see the Earth, and to know that we are between those two celestial bodies.
Today, the crew is expected to travel farther from Earth than any humans before them.
We will reach the farthest distance from Earth at a distance of 252,760 miles. That's 4,105 miles farther than Apollo 13.
Overnight, the crew completed a short course correction burn, fine-tuning Orion's trajectory as it entered the moon's gravitational zone and set a path to swing around the far side of the moon. During the flyby itself, the astronauts will work in rotating pairs, trading off about every hour to manage duties, taking photos, and gathering scientific data. The astronauts will capture images of craters and lava flows, places never seen by the naked eye. They'll also take photos of Earth and other planets visible in the distance. Mission Control's expecting a 40-minute communication blackout as Orion passes behind the moon. The crew is making final preparations, practicing with their survival suits, learning how to put them on and take them off in microgravity. These suits, built for the most dangerous moments, can help keep them alive for up to 6 days inside the capsule if needed.
If they had to spend extended time in those orange suits, how would they practice drinking their protein shake or delivering medication? And how would you set up the seats in Orion while you're wearing the bulky suits? These are things that they would need to do in a contingency, and we wanted to be able to practice these before if we found ourselves in a scenario where we would need to do them.
Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
That's a wrap for the South Texas State Fair. Coming up, how two friends spent the day, the last day of the fair, savoring the food and keeping a beloved tradition alive. Plus a music festival controversy heating up. Kanye West set to headline at a major United Kingdom rap and hip hop event this summer. It sparked outrage. What's behind the backlash? Your trending news is coming up.
We begin with breaking news.
The Union Pacific train derailed. Story 5 Total News reporter Derek Jones. Derek, what are you seeing tonight?
We have live team coverage tonight at Breaking It All Down.
Hardin County Sheriff shares he could face charges in Hardin County.
We're continuing to follow developing news.
Coming up right there behind me is an ambulance that is running hot.
We're going to keep you updated on air and online as we learn more.
Stream extended coverage on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
After my injury, I lost my sense of purpose.
I lost the ability to tuck my daughters into bed.
Homes for Our Troops builds specially adapted homes with features that allow our veterans to function independently and focus on their recovery and family. This life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free.
Homes for Our Troops gave me a home where I can be a dad.
Homes for Our Troops gave me a brighter future.
We need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Learn more at hfotusa.org.
From Dallas to Houston, San Antonio to Austin, it's the news that moves all of Texas. Texas News Now. One power-packed hour with enough Texas news to fill a 10-gallon hat. Your top headlines, weather alerts, and big travel updates. No matter where you're headed, across town or across the state, we've got Texas covered. Texas News Now, weekdays noon, only on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. At 12 News, we don't just cover this community, we're part of it. That's why we care so deeply about getting it right. Because when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still. It moves to vote, to volunteer, to speak up or lend a hand. And yes, it moves your heart.
I am just so grateful.
Oh my gosh.
Through human storytelling that stays with you long after the moment passes. And at 12 News, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Beaumont.
Whether it's tonight or 55 years down the road.
Find your new furry friend with the 12 News Pet of the Week every Friday on 12 News.
Your stories covered by the team you trust. Watch 12 News at 10 and stream free on 12 News Plus.
Cool out there, and cloud cover dealing with this morning. It looks like through about mid-morning, and then we'll start to see it break up. Here's the view from Lake Charles. This camera brought to you by Market Basket, part of the Roofing 911 Live Skycam network, as we look over towards the lakes area there in Lake Charles. Lake Charles in the middle 50s, and we're seeing a lot of lower 50s here in southeast Texas, from 52 right now in Woodville, Kirbyville, and Jasper, as well as Silsbee and Beaumont. A lot of locations at 52. 53 in Orange, and then Port Arthur now has dropped to about 55. We have winds out of the northeast this morning, anywhere from, say, 4 miles per hour in Kirbyville up to about 13 in Port Arthur. Most areas are between about 5 and 10 miles an hour of those northeasterly winds. You can see we're on the backside of some cloud cover that's pushing out of the area, so that's why we were expecting some sunshine, a little bit more than we saw yesterday, that's for sure. And there is some rain on radar out in the Gulf. That's moving east, a couple of showers just south of Corpus Christi, but none of that's going to be affecting us for today. Temperatures quickly out of the 50s into the 60s this morning, and then eventually we'll get up into the 70s, but that's not going to be until probably around about, say, 2 o'clock or so this afternoon, and then we'll get just into the lower 70s for most of the area. Falling back into the 60s this evening. By late in the evening, we'll see 50s, and tomorrow morning it gets chilly. We're talking about not 50s, but 40s tomorrow morning. Generally a lot of upper 40s, so you'll need the jacket. Make sure the little ones are bundled up on the way to school for tomorrow. Partly cloudy, northeasterly winds at 5 to 10, and temperatures there into the lower to middle 70s for today and tonight. Back down into those upper 40s across most of the area. Could see some 50s down in southern parts of Jefferson County for tomorrow morning, but overall pretty chilly start there for on your Tuesday. Tuesday a little warmer at 75. Wednesday even warmer than that at 78 with some dry weather continuing. And then we'll bring in rain chances for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Not a lot here. We'll go about 30% for Thursday, Friday, and 20% for Saturday. We might tweak these up a little bit as we head a little bit closer towards the end of the week, but not expecting a whole lot of rain. We didn't get that much this weekend, at least officially at the airport. We got about a ½ inch of rain, so that helps, but we could use some more. And then you can see by the weekend, at least Sunday, we'll see temperatures there into the lower 80s, probably Saturday as well. And morning lows, a far cry from the 40s like we're going to see tomorrow morning. We're going to be in the upper 60s for Saturday and Sunday mornings.
I felt like you could have used a coat this morning if you wanted to, stepping up, but of course I left, real early. Do you still need it right now?
Yeah, it's actually cooler than when you walked out the door this morning.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So we're in the lower 50s. So yeah, a jacket at least. Tomorrow, maybe a coat with those 40s.
Oh, wow. Okay, thank you. Well, in Port Arthur, Cookie's Cancer Foundation held its 11th annual Easter weekend of fun Sunday at Lamar Park. Families that came out enjoyed food, music, and bounce houses. Founder Troy Wickoff says that the foundation was started to honor her mom, Stephanie Thornton, whose nickname was Cookie.
For Easter every year, we would have dinner at Mom's house, and then after that she would do a Easter egg hunt, and everybody in our neighborhood here on the west side would actually show up. And so after her passing in 2008 at the age of 53 from stage 4 colon cancer, my brother and I decided to start a foundation to continue that legacy.
And this year they have just over 3,000 eggs, and she says that the foundation has continued to grow with more sponsors and volunteers, including Lamar State College, Port Arthur. And sticking with Easter, the crew of NASA's Artemis II mission, they marked the Easter holiday far from home, sharing a special message from space as they continued their journey around the moon. The Artemis II astronauts, they sent Easter greetings back to Earth Sunday as they were entering the 5th day of their mission. Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialists Christina Knock, or Koch, and Jeremy Hansen, they reflected on the holiday, even finding time for a bit of celebration aboard of their spacecraft. Now, Koch shared that the crew took part in a lighthearted tradition, hiding space-appropriate Easter eggs throughout the capsule.
We wanted to take a minute to commemorate the holiday that we have. This time of year is something that many religions and many cultures hold dear. It's a time of emotions such as joy, as well as solemnness, honoring what's going on both in our world and in our religious beliefs.
And happy Easter to everyone down there on Earth.
"12 News at the Fair, sponsored by Drody Roofing.
Well, Sunday was the final day for the South Texas State Fair. Hundreds of people, they came out to enjoy the rides, the rodeo, and of course, the food for the past 2 weeks. Now, it wasn't just Southeast Texans coming out. Families, they crossed state lines just to take part in all the fun. And 12 News spoke to 2 friends. They say that they chose Sunday to keep their tradition alive of coming to the fair every year together. Maybe we have that, or maybe we got more of Artemis II here. Here we are.
So much more fun to come to the fair with your friend or with your significant other. Yes, you can have a lot of fun together, eat together, and, you know, enjoy the time together, walking together, seeing the sights and meeting new people together. It's fun.
And speaking of going to the fair with your significant other, love was in the air Saturday night at Dog at Fort Park as a lucky couple got engaged during the fair's mutton busting competition. Officials posted this video on Facebook and extended congratulations to the future couple. And celebrations are underway in Westwood as UCLA's women's basketball team returned home after a historic championship win. Bruins fans, they were eager to welcome the team back to campus just hours after capturing the program's first ever NCAA national title. UCLA Bruins women's basketball, they secured the championship win with a dominant 79-51 victory over the South Carolina Gamecocks women's basketball in Phoenix, Arizona. Now the win, it marks a milestone moment for the program, cementing their place in college basketball history. News here. A music festival controversy centered on one guy, the former Kanye West. His inclusion as the headliner at a major rap and hip-hop event in the UK this summer has sparked outrage. Here's ABC's Allison Cossack.
This morning, as he tries to stage a career comeback with his latest album, Bully, debuting at #2 on the Billboard 200, new trouble for rapper Kanye West, who now goes by the name Ye. Two major sponsors, including Pepsi, are now pulling out of a summer music festival that he's set to headline in London.
I would say the festival is doomed. I'm surprised it hasn't been canceled yet.
At issue, the disgraced 48-year-old's history of anti-Semitic outbursts and various activities glorifying Nazis, including a song last year with Hitler in the title.
I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what?
Back in 2022, brands including Adidas, which helped make his shoe and clothing line a multi-billion-dollar business, severed ties with him, a major blow to his bottom line. Earlier this year, ahead of his new album release, he took out a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal, apologizing for his past remarks, saying his comments were because of a frontal lobe injury diagnosed in 2023 and bipolar disorder, saying, "I lost touch with reality." But with anti-Semitism on the rise here at home and abroad, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer now speaking out, calling it deeply concerning that the rapper was booked for this summer's Wireless Festival.
I'm just saying how I feel, man.
The London controversy could derail a comeback, recently boosted by his 2 sold-out concerts in Los Angeles.
Live Nation partnered on the show, and Spotify has reaccepted him. Fans are enormously forgiving. There are still R. Kelly fans out there. There are probably a lot more R. Kelly fans who are listening to his music in their earbuds and maybe not letting people know that that's what they're listening to.
Other sponsors, including Budweiser and PayPal, are now under pressure to withdraw from the Wireless Festival. Kanye has not yet commented. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
All right, here's a live look outside from our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network. Your time right now, 7:23. Jeff's going to be right back with another look at your forecast.
Sulfuric acid, and another is flammable.
Stories are everywhere, in your neighborhood, across our city. We're here to bring you the ones that matter, from breaking news to the weather impact alerts that can change your day.
The potential for severe weather.
So you're not just informed, you're prepared. We live here, we're part of this community, and we take seriously the trust you place in us. These are your stories, covered by the team you know and trust. Watch 12 News at 10 and stream free on 12 News Plus.
Serious, man. I actually drive better when I'm live. If anything, I'm more careful. More chill. More relaxed. It just helps me focus. It just helps me focus, you know?
I'm Eric Roberts, and I want to talk to you about giving, the gift of life. Right now, over 100,000 people are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant. More than 90,000 of them need a kidney. One organ donor can save up to 8 lives. To learn more about organ donation and how you can help, visit mnitf.org. Become an organ donor today.
Southeast Texas is filled with amazing stories, both on and off the field, and you can get all the action on your schedule. That's 12 News Plus. Add it to your Roku, Fire TV, or Apple TV today. What's better than free local sports?
Are rising costs and mounting debt leaving your wallet feeling just a little too thin? 12 News is offering tips on saving money and balancing your budget to get your finances back on track. Money matters, only on 12 News.
Headed back to school this morning. It's cool out there. Temperatures into the middle to lower 50s. Mild 66 at recess. Very nice though on the way home. Partly cloudy and 73. Along the coast there is a small craft advisory. Northeasterly winds at 15 to 25 knots. Seas from 2 to 4 feet. Kind of rough on the inland lakes and bays. High tide at 8:07, so that's coming up this morning. Then at 3:27 for this afternoon. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:58.
Well, coming up here on 12 News Plus, the decision could come soon with Beaumont's next city manager. The meeting that's coming up tomorrow that's going to determine if Chris Boone officially gets the job. And you want news from all across Texas without going anywhere? Well, watch Texas News Now here on the 12 News Plus streaming app and stream stories from every corner of the state anytime. Be sure to download 12 News Plus and stay connected wherever you are. Good morning, Southeast Texas, and thanks for joining us here on 12 News Daybreak. I'm Mark Armstrong. Tia has the morning off. 7:30 right now. Time for your morning rush with some of the top stories this morning. First up, Southeast Texas mourning the loss of beloved business owner Carlos Zuniga Castillo. Now, he owned Tacos La Bamba on Calder Avenue in Beaumont. The restaurant shared the news on Facebook Sunday. His friend Roberto Castillo says that he passed away Thursday, and he was a kind leader who ran a football league and played a big role in the Lamar University Hispanic Society. Bond's been set for these two guys, 18-year-olds, who were arrested in connection to a Thursday aggravated robbery case. Now, Christopher Burkett, he's facing a $500,000 bond, and Jalen Bertrand is also facing aggravated robbery in addition to evading arrest. His bond is set at $605,000. Beaumont police say that a gun was fired during the incident, but no one was hurt. Del Papa Distributing, helping make a dream come true for a local 3-year-old. It's all in partnership with Make-A-Wish Texas Gulf Coast in Louisiana. They are sending little Lawson there to Disney World. The joyful little boy loves Toy Story, Mickey Mouse, and spending time with his family. And this trip is going to give him the chance to meet his favorite characters and create lasting memories. Make-A-Wish says that wishes like Lawson's brings hope, strength, and healing to children facing critical illnesses. Well, Newton County ESD 1, along with multiple agencies, they spent Sunday afternoon putting out a fire at a historic home in Deweyville. This all happened in the 2500 block of County Road 4191. Fire Chief Mark McCall telling 12 News that the family living there was able to escape unharmed. However, their pet is missing and believed to have died in the fire. Now, the chief says that the home's a total loss. The house was previously owned by the Stark Foundation. It was moved to Deweyville from Orange. Across state lines in Louisiana, a 57-year-old man's been charged after police say that he drove into a crowd during a parade Saturday, injuring at least 15 people. Police say that Todd Landry is now facing 18 counts of first-degree negligent injuring, plus charges of DWI, careless operation, and open container. Troopers say that his blood alcohol level was 0.137%. Well, this morning, 2 people recovering after a 4-wheeler crash in Saratoga. The volunteer fire department there saying that it happened Sunday afternoon. Both were flown to the hospital in a medical helicopter. Now, multiple agencies, they helped respond here, including Hardin County Sheriff's Office and DPS. And the search for Beaumont's next city manager is nearing its end as the current manager, Kenneth Williams, prepares to retire. The Beaumont City Council, they've already identified their top choice, and our 12 News reporter Derek Jones, he's joining us live from City Hall with what comes next. Hey, Derek.
Hey, Mark, city leaders are going to be here in City Hall tomorrow to announce Chris Boone as the finalist. Oh, he is the finalist for city manager. This comes after Kenneth Williams, the outgoing city manager, announced his retirement back in February, saying he wanted to spend more time with family.
It's time for me now to enjoy my family, my wife, my kids, my grandkids, and be able to do some things with them. Some things that my wife and I had planned to do before now, and I put off, and she put off for me, and I thank her for that. 99.
After announcing his retirement, Kenneth Williams agreed to stay through the end of April, giving city leaders time to find a replacement. The city opened applications, drawing more than a dozen candidates before council members met in executive sessions and conducted interviews. Now, that search has been narrowed to one, with Chris Boone named the lone finalist. Boone brings more than 30 years of experience and currently serves as assistant city manager, leading major progress across the city with oversight of key departments including economic development and public health. Council is expected to take vote on tomorrow, and if approved, he will be the next city manager. In Beaumont, Derek Jones, 12 News.
Looking outside right now, we are seeing just some partly to mostly cloudy skies across the area. And we're looking at temperatures right now cooling back down into the lower 50s. 51 right now in Woodville and Kirbyville, 51 in Beaumont, 55 in Port Arthur, 53 in Orange, 52 in Jasper. Kirbyville once again at 51 and 55 there in Port Arthur. So outside, you can kind of see the sun through the clouds as we look up towards the Jasper area. Those clouds are going to be breaking up later on this morning, giving way to partly cloudy skies for this afternoon. and we'll warm up. We're going to be seeing temperatures into the lower 70s as we get into the afternoon, with partly cloudy skies and northeasterly winds between about 5 and 10 miles per hour. So looks like a pretty good afternoon. We do have a chance for some showers coming in later on this week and into the early part of the weekend as temperatures get back up close to 80 as we head towards the end of the week into your weekend. We'll have more on that coming up in weather.
Well, it's been more than 2 months since her mother Nancy was forcibly taken from her home, and Savannah Guthrie recorded an Easter message yesterday for Good Shepherd New York Church. Listen here.
We celebrate today the promise of a new life that never ends in death. But standing here today, I have to tell you, there are moments in which that promise seems irretrievably far away.
84-year-old Nancy Guthrie was last seen at her home in Tucson, Arizona back in late January. Authorities have described this case as a possible kidnapping or abduction. Guthrie believes that returning to work is part of her purpose right now. Well, many of us remember going to the games as the Harlem Globetrotters are now celebrating 100 years of jaw-dropping dunks, trick shots, and barrier-breaking history. Reporter Alex Stone has the story of how a small team became a global phenomenon and what's in store for the next century.
The Harlem Globetrotters are turning 100, from the introduction of three-pointers to the signing of the first woman playing on an all-male team. The Harlem Globetrotters have been at the center of it all, influencing the sport we know and love today since their beginning.
I like to tell people when they think about pretty much everything they see in the world of sport, basketball in particular, all those roots go back to the Harlem Globetrotters. The way ball handling you see out of Caitlin Clark's and Steph Curry's and others, right? The game wasn't played that way before the Harlem Globetrotters.
The iconic sports entertainment team was founded in Chicago in 1926, a team's name crafted to spotlight its black athletes. Harlem signaling cultural pride, and Globetrotters hinting at a worldly reputation long before they ever left the Midwest, setting dozens of world records along the way with their gravity-defying dunks and spectacular ball skills. With diversity and inclusion in mind, fans see parts of themselves on the court at Harlem Globetrotter games.
People from all walks of life, from every age, from every demographic, they rally around what the Globetrotters represents, and that's part of the inclusivity that they see on the court.
To celebrate their centennial year, the Trotters are on a worldwide 100-year tour and will be launching their brand new video game, teaming up with Acclaim Games and their advisor, WWE Wrestler Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett.
I'm a basketball guy, but more than anything, I'm a sports entertainer. When it's turned into a video game, for me personally, it checks every box.
The release of their new arcade-style game marks new beginnings for the Harlem Globetrotters in attracting newer and younger audiences.
That is going to be very exciting for the obviously months and even years to come, that we're just getting started with this franchise.
Social media also playing a big role in growing the fan base.
That's a big point of distinction between the stars of the past and the stars of today is the access that the audience has. That new audience, that next generation audience, that's the one that's going to keep us around for another 100 years.
Alex Stone, ABC News.
Well, here locally, Lamar softball continuing its historic run today as the Lady Cards are taking on Baylor. A win, it would extend the longest winning streak in its program's history. Lamar is coming off of a dominant series, sweeping over Texas A&M Corpus Christi, outscoring the Islanders 25-7 with 2 shutouts. During this win streak, Lamar has scored 117 runs and continues to be one of the top offenses in the conference as they now face Baylor tonight. Red skies that look straight out of a movie. What caused the eerie scene over parts of Australia up next. And making prom dreams come true, how one Florida organization is helping students attend their big night.
Share your pics and video with 12 News. Just go to the Near Me tab inside the 12 News Now app and click Share with Us.
Life doesn't pause when you're sick. Vaccines against respiratory illnesses can help protect you. Depending on your age and health status, it may be recommended for you to get vaccinations for flu, COVID-19, RSV, or pneumococcal infection. Vaccines can help keep you from having a rough time. Find out which respiratory vaccines are recommended for you and where to get them.
now is the time to be inside.
Thousands are still without power in Jasper and Newton County. We have live team coverage spread out all across Southeast Texas tonight.
In good hands as well because of the emergency management office there.
Knocked over a space heater.
We're still expected to see plenty more rain today. So
the power was actually out at about 4 to 5.
A couple of minutes ago that they're out of power.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with 12 News and 12 News Plus.
As Texans, we have many reasons to be proud of the Lone Star State. Showing our pride by saying, "Don't mess with Texas," means we gotta step up, walk the walk. Do our part to keep Texas clean. Because after all these years, all these miles, all these traditions, for all us Texans, don't mess with Texas means don't litter.
At Daybreak, mornings start before the sun comes up.
Good morning, and thanks for waking up with us here.
This is our home where we live, work, and stay connected to our community. When we bring you the news each morning, we're talking to our neighbors.
Oh my gosh, that would be great.
From overnight news to weather and traffic that shape your day, our team keeps you informed, prepared, and connected.
It is a symbol of progress.
Make the move to Beaumont's #1 streaming newscast. Watch anytime, anywhere, weekdays 5 to 8.
It's time to honor our local educators with the 12 News Golden Apple Awards. Once a month, 12 News will surprise an educational staff member who has gone above and beyond to make a positive impact on the lives of Southeast Texas students. Nominate your educator by going to 12newsnow.com/Golden Apple to do your part in showcasing the heroes that make a difference both inside and outside the classroom. The Golden Apple Awards every month on 12 News.
Welcome back outside. We're starting to see the sun trying to break through some of the cloud cover out there. And we'll see these clouds start to break up a little bit later on this morning to this afternoon. Looking up towards Jasper right now. This camera brought to you by Provalis, part of the Roofy 911 Live Skycam network. Temperatures in Jasper in the lower 50s at 52. A little bit cooler in Woodville and Kirbyville. Also Beaumont at about 51. Silsbee's at 52. Orange at 53. Port Arthur is about 55 degrees. So maybe a lightweight jacket before you walk out the door if you haven't decided to get out the door just as of yet. And temperatures right now generally in the middle, well, you can say 60 or 6 miles per hour to about 4 miles per hour to about 13 miles per hour. So right in the middle there between about say 0 to 10 miles an hour there, about 6 miles an hour through most of the area. Satellite and radar showing the clouds trying to clear out of here. You can see we're kind of on the back edge here. We have a little bit of cloud cover to get through before we start to see a little bit in the way of some bluer skies. And the rain is moving off towards the east. A couple of showers south of Corpus Christi, but that's too far south to really be affecting us. As we take a look at temperatures, we'll climb up into the 60s by about mid-morning and then continue to climb through those 60s. Eventually by the middle part of the afternoon, we'll see temperatures reach the lower 70s for today. So not a bad afternoon with partly cloudy skies. We'll see temperatures dipping down into the 60s and 50s through your evening. And get ready for a chilly start on Tuesday. We're expecting 40s across the area tomorrow morning. Should be jacket weather, if not maybe some folks put on the coat as you walk out the door on Tuesday with those 40s across southeast Texas. For today, partly cloudy, northeasterly winds at 5 to 10, and we'll see temperatures from say 71 to about 74, so generally lower 70s. And then for tonight, partly cloudy skies with northeasterly winds, pretty light at 3 to 8, and that should allow temperatures to drop off into those upper 40s for tomorrow morning. I think south of I-10, we could see temperatures holding around 50 degrees for places like Finette, LaBelle, and Sabine Pass, but most of the area will be in the 40s. Here's your 7-day forecast, and a little warmer tomorrow. After that chilly start, we'll jump to 75. 50s for lows on Wednesday with a high of 78, and then 79, maybe 80 degrees Thursday, Friday. And we also have rain chances back in the forecast. Thursday and Friday, we'll go 30%, so there could be a couple of showers here and there. Same deal for Saturday, isolated showers maybe on Saturday as we see some weak disturbances move through. So not a big deal as far as rain is concerned. We'll continue to update this forecast. We might have to push rain chances up a little bit maybe for Friday, but right now we'll keep it at about 30%. And then your weekend temperatures should be around 80 degrees, which is just slightly above normal. Normal readings this time of year around 77, 78, so we'll be pretty close to that for the weekend.
Yeah, I went out the door this morning without a jacket just because I wanted to embrace it while it lasted around here. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off tomorrow with the 40s, though.
Yeah, it may be a little bit of a coat tomorrow morning, but this looks like the coolest morning we're going to see maybe for we'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
Yeah. I don't see another big cold front coming anytime soon. So
I guess we're past that timeline of the last freeze.
Yeah, definitely past the timeline of the last freeze. So we can get chilly, but I don't see us getting that cold. We're down to around freezing.
Onward to August.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, thank you, Jeff. All right, let's do a little trending news. NASA is sharing a breathtaking new view taken by astronauts headed toward the moon on the Artemis II mission. Mission Commander Reed Wiseman capturing these photos here showing Earth from deep space. The astronauts saying that the view was so stunning that they paused everything they did, even delaying their first meal just to take it all in. One crew member called the moment spectacular, saying that they could see continents and even the northern lights. I love some good views, and I could only imagine what it looks like up there.
I can't wait for later on tonight as they go around the moon.
Yeah.
I want to see that video.
Super cool times we live in right now. All right, one unbelievable video here out of Australia in which a severe storm turned the skies blood red. You're a weatherman. You ever seen anything like that, Jeff?
I thought that was the surface of Mars.
All right, let's take a closer look here. Though it looks like something from Stranger Things, experts say that the eerie phenomena is the result of a tropical cyclone, the storm kicking up red dust, literally turning the skies over towns red. But less than 48 hours after the storm passed, the skies returned to their normal shade.
When things settle down, yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like.
Absolutely. That's so crazy. I mean, I can't say that I've really seen a dust storm. I've certainly seen haze, from dust that gets up in our air.
But if you see the old videos of some of the dust storms, I mean, it just turns everything brown. I mean, just dust and it's just dirt. So I can see if they have red clay, I can see the skies being red like that.
That's super cool. All right, moving along here. Kit Kat asking for the public's help after thieves stole more than 12 tons of the company's chocolate. And we first told you about this story last week. The candy giant says more than 400,000 Kit Kat bars that were shaped like Formula One race cars. They disappeared after leaving a factory in Italy on their way to Poland. The company joked that they always tell people to have a break with a Kit Kat, but say that thieves, they took that message a little too seriously. Now Kit Kat's launched an online tracker where customers, they can check if their candy bar is from the stolen batch. Some people thought it was a joke, but the company says the chocolate heist is very real and still under investigation.
So the chocolate's over in Europe. It's not, they won't find any over here.
I mean, they got to get it to us quick before it melts. Right.
Oh, I guess you can order online.
Yeah, so. Apparently you can plug in the QR code on the back or something like that. I guess so. All right, it is prom season, and getting a dress or a tuxedo plus buying all the accessories can cost families hundreds of dollars. But one organization in Orlando is making it all possible. Reporter Gail Pascal Brown has this story.
That's the big bold one here. Joanne Lacombe is a mommy on a mission. She's trying to find that special prom attire for her son and daughter at Operation Prom on Magnolia Avenue in downtown Orlando. It's free prom dresses and suits by 26 Health. 26 Health is a nonprofit healthcare organization that provides services to anyone who needs it. Supporters say prom should be a celebration, not a financial burden.
Prom suits are so expensive. It's $111 for a ticket for prom. Imagine buying a couple of $100 suit, or, you want to make sure your kid looks snazzy. They don't want to go without looking like a nice suit. So it's such a blessing. I'm so grateful for it.
She found this prom dress for her daughter, Elizabeth.
Girl on fire.
She FaceTimed her son, George, to make sure his suit was just what he wanted.
Without this, I don't think I would have had a prom suit, or at least a nice one for our prom. So I'm really grateful that my mom's able to get me a suit and that I'm able to go wear something nice at our prom.
April 11th is George's prom at Lake Buena Vista High School, and so is Darian Bivens' prom at Evans High.
Actually, it's crazy because I wasn't going to go to prom because I couldn't afford a suit. So like an hour or two, it came on my email. I was like, oh, Mom, I could go. You just got to buy the ticket. I could go. It was like, yeah, we was happy.
Well, that's great because the tickets are expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like $130 per person.
Wow, isn't this beautiful? So how did 26 Health get all of these dresses as well as suits? Well, a social media request went out,
And 26 health employees, as well as partners, donated 325 items for this effort.
We believe in giving back to the community. So this was a brainchild of our staff, and they wanted to be able to do something for individuals who may not have had the funds to participate in prom.
And thanks to the generosity of others, all the students will look fabulous at their prom.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And that was Gail Pascal Brown reporting. This is the 26 Health's first year doing this, and the CEO says that it has been an incredible experience because giving back is what that organization does. When 12 News Daybreak returns on 12 News Plus, we're going to have more news and weather in your morning rush out. Your time is now 7:50.
Find news in your neighborhood. Just look for the Near Me tab inside the 12 News Now app.
In my group, I took the best photos. We were always trying to look cute online. That's how I met him. His DM asked if I was a model or if I wanted to be. Asked for more pictures and then to meet up. I thought I was in control, but it was always him. Girlhood should be selfies and silly filters, not sex traffickers hitting you up on social.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
No matter where we start, every mile brings us closer. And as Texans, we take care of each other along the way. We lend a hand, slow down, and take our time. At the end of the day, we all want to get home safe. Drive like a Texan. Kind, courteous, and safe.
Step up in the building, yeah, we don't got no ceilings. Get them out their feelings, yeah, I'm taking out the villains. Got them on their feet, jaws dropping. History's revealing and they know they can't stop it. Woo! Watch me take flight. It's a different sight when you take it to this height. They can stop the freedom that I got. Feeling like an eagle, watch me take it to the top. A scene you can't crop, and you know this.
It's 4 words no parent should ever hear.
Your child is sick. But Starlight has taught us 4 other words that make all the difference.
Healing begins with happiness. Learn more at starlight.org.
Texas News Now, one power-packed hour with enough Texas news to fill a 10-gallon hat. Your top headlines, weather alerts, and big travel updates. Weekdays, noon, only on 12 News Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Welcome back to Daybreak here on 12 News Plus. It is time for your morning rush out with some of your top stories this morning. First up, Southeast Texas mourning the loss of beloved business owner Carlos Niga Castillo. Now, he owned Tacos La Bamba on Calder Avenue. The restaurant shared the news on Facebook Sunday. Friend Roberto Castillo saying that he passed away Thursday and was a kind leader who ran a football league and played a big role in the Lamar University Hispanic Society as well as the restaurants. Well, bond's been set for these two guys, 18-year-olds. They were arrested for a Thursday aggravated robbery case in Beaumont. Christopher Burkett, he's facing a $500,000 bond, and Jalen Bertrand, he's also facing an aggravated robbery charge in addition to an evading arrest charge, and his bond is up to $605,000. Police say that a gun was fired during this incident, but no one was hurt. Del Papa Distributing, helping make a dream come true for a local 3-year-old. It's in partnership with the Make-A-Wish Texas Gulf Coast and Louisiana Foundation. They're sending little Lawson to Disney World. The joyful little boy, he loves Toy Story, Mickey Mouse, and spending time with his family. And this trip is going to give him the chance to meet his favorite characters and create lasting memories. Make-A-Wish says that Wishes like Lawson's, they bring hope, strength, and healing to children who are facing critical illnesses.
A little cloudy out there this morning. That should break up and give us some partly to mostly sunny skies out there for this afternoon, with highs back into the 70s. Even warmer on Tuesday after a chilly start in the 40s tomorrow morning. We'll see upper 70s through about Friday with a small chance of rain. Looks like coming in on Thursday and Friday and Saturday as well, as we see highs over the weekend in the lower 80s, and morning lows will be in the upper 60s for Saturday and Sunday mornings.
Well, 2 new eaglets. I'm getting it right this time, Jeff. 2 new eaglets. They have hatched in the famous Big Bear bald eagle nest in Southern California, and the internet, I should say, is obsessed. Take a look at these little guys, the little fluffy gray chicks. They arrived just hours apart, one Saturday night and the other on Easter morning, making it a holiday weekend to remember. Their parents, Jackie and Shadow, they are the stars of a 24/7 live nest camera. And fans, they have been watching every moment, from the first bites of food to their wobbly first moves around the nest. Now, soon as a tradition, a class of 3rd graders near the area, they're going to help name the new eaglets. Very cool. Yeah, I didn't know how to say eaglets earlier in the show.
What did you say earlier?
Eaglets or something like
Eaglets,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, I had to look up the pronouncer on that right there.
No, I've watched that camera before.
Yeah.
It's beautiful up there,
Yeah.
and it's interesting to watch the little birds grow up and then try to fly out the nest.
Absolutely, it's a lot of fun. You ever been out there before?
No, I've been into the Sierra, but it's a northern part up towards Tahoe, not down the southern part near Big Bear.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Reasons to Smile, sponsored by Reisinger and Vols Orthodontic Specialists.
Well, all right, here's a reason to smile. On Sunday, we asked our 12 News viewers to send in some of their Easter photos, and y'all did not disappoint. There you can see kiddos and families here in their Easter outfits, ready for those Easter egg hunts. Lots of photos that you sent in of a lot of cute little ones right there like you see.
I know those boys.
Yeah, very cute. All right, share your reason to smile with us. Just text us your story and photos to 409-838-1212 so that we can share what's making you smile with all of Southeast Texas. It was a great Easter, and we're so glad that everyone sent in those photos. All right, thanks so much for watching Daybreak here on 12 News Plus. We're going to be back at midday. Tune in at 11.
Have a great day, everybody.